What if Spider-Man Brand New Day doesn't just end with a tease, but literally sets up Avengers Doomsday? Because right now, there's a wild new leak, one that claims the post-credit scene shows something massive appearing in the New York skyline, something that could trigger the next multiversal war. And if that wasn't enough, it supposedly ties Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man directly into Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, this one's big, so let's break it all down. Alright, welcome back everyone. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my latest videos. Now, what we're talking about today comes from a pretty interesting source, a Discord leak. Someone apparently inside a private server has been dropping supposed details about Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday. So yes, we're labeling this as a rumor, not a report. But here's the thing, we've seen Discord leaks like this before turn out completely true. People on set figure out what's happening, they hop online anonymously and they share what they know. They can't risk losing their jobs, but they can spill some information. And well, we love talking about it. According to this leak, the post-credits scene for Spider-Man Brand New Day supposedly shows something jaw-dropping. A planet appearing in the New York skyline. Yes, an actual planet. And that planet is said to be connected to a massive invasion from another Earth. One that leads directly into Avengers Doomsday. Now, if you've been following previous leaks, this lines up because multiple insiders have already said Avengers Doomsday will feature two major teams. One that travels to the X-Men universe to confront Doom and Loki, and another that stays behind on Earth 616 to deal with an invasion. So this scene could be teasing that second front, but maybe not from the X-Men universe, maybe from somewhere else entirely. Because if this planet isn't the X-Men's Earth, then whose world is it? And why are they coming here? Here's where it gets interesting. Recent reports suggest that multiple universes are colliding with Earth 616, not just one. We're talking about the X-Men universe, which already has Monica Rambeau stuck in it, the Venom universe, since Tom Hardy's symbiote piece is still here, and even remnants of No Way Home's multiversal chaos. Basically, every universe that's ever been touched by our heroes is now being pulled closer. And according to the comics, when two Earths collide in an incursion, there's only one way to survive: destroy the other planet. So what if this mysterious planet in the sky is a universe that's realized that, and they're coming here to eliminate us first? And here's where my favorite theory comes in, because there's one universe that would absolutely have a reason to destroy ours. Think back to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Remember the Illuminati universe, Earth 838, the one that Scarlet Witch completely annihilated? What if that's the world returning for revenge? Imagine a surviving superior Iron Man or another Illuminati member leading an attack on Earth 616, furious at wonder and determined to wipe our reality out before theirs is destroyed. It would make perfect sense for Avengers Doomsday to finally bring that storyline full circle. And then there's Doom, because let's not forget, multiple leaks have hinted that Dr. Doom will be controlling Sentinels and robots using magic and ruins. So if another Earth appears in the sky during the post-credit scene, this could even be Doom's invasion kicking off. Maybe he's already sending Doombots or using this as his entry point into our universe. Either way, it's the perfect setup for Avengers Doomsday. And if that's true, it would also mean one huge thing. Spider-Man is in Avengers Doomsday. We've all heard whispers for months now that Tom Holland's Spider-Man would return for Avengers Doomsday. There have been reports of his stunt double on set, costume fittings and all sorts of behind the scenes clues. Marvel's been oddly quiet about confirming it, but if this post-credit scene really shows Spider-Man looking up at another Earth invading our world, it all adds up. And here's where it gets even more believable, because technically Spider-Man Brand New Day is still filming right now, but post-credit scenes, those are usually filmed separately. For example, the Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four post-credit scenes were directed by the Russo brothers, not by those films' main directors. The Russos have already confirmed this. So if they're also handling Brand New Day's post-credit scene, it makes total sense that it was filmed alongside Avengers Doomsday, which has already wrapped up principal photography, and that tells us one thing: Marvel's connecting these threads very intentionally. It's starting to look like the Russo brothers are secretly tying together Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man Brand New Day to directly flow into Avengers Doomsday. Those post-credit scenes might not just be teasers, they might actually be footage from Avengers Doomsday itself. So picture this, Spider-Man staring up at the sky as another planet looms over New York. It's not just a tease, it's the literal start of the next Avengers movie. The incursions are beginning, the universes are colliding, and all roads lead to Avengers Doomsday. But that's not the only part of this leak, because there's another rumor that adds even more to Spider-Man's story. According to the same leak, Brand New Day will feature Sam Wilson's Captain America trying to recruit Spider-Man for his Avengers team. But get this, Spider-Man turns him down. That's such a fascinating twist, and it fits everything we've heard so far. Because remember, Yelena Belova, as reported by Daniel RPK and others, is also expected to appear, possibly recruiting Spider-Man for her Thunderbolt-style team. So if both Sam and Yelena show up, it could hint at real tension between their two factions, the Thunderbolts on one side and Sam's new Avengers on the other. And Spider-Man, he's caught in the middle, choosing neither. But here's where things get even more exciting, because Spider-Man might not be the only street-level hero swinging into this movie. You might have seen another rumor floating around recently, and this one's got fans seriously hyped. A lesser-known outlet, Nuke the Fridge, just reported that Charlie Cox is confirmed to appear as Daredevil in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, they're not typically a scoop site. They even admitted that breaking down exclusives isn't their thing, but this time, they say they've got direct confirmation. According to the report, it says, "It looks like those rumors can finally be put to rest about Spider-Man Brand New Day and Daredevil." They claim Charlie Cox is returning as Matt Murdock, and honestly, it makes total sense. We already know John Bernthal is reprising his role as Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, so this could be the perfect setup for a mini street-level crossover. And really, the moment Punisher was confirmed, most fans had the same thought. Wait, what about Daredevil? Because it just fits. Matt Murdock already appeared in No Way Home, catching that brick mid-air, casually revealing his powers. So him returning in Brand New Day would be the logical next step. Now here's how Nuke the Fridge says they found out. Apparently, a reliable source casually told them, not realizing how huge of a spoiler it was, that Charlie Cox will be heading over there to film Spider-Man. So according to them, this info comes straight from someone who knew about the shoot. And there's even more evidence to back this up. Charlie Cox was recently scheduled to appear at SpaceCon San Antonio, but suddenly had to cancel due to signing on for a new film project. That announcement came right after Nuke the Fridge dropped their Daredevil report, and the timing's a little too perfect to ignore. So while nothing's officially confirmed yet, it's starting to look pretty likely that Daredevil might really show up in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Think about it, we've already got Hulk, Punisher, Yelena Belova, and now possibly Daredevil all in one movie. And with the Punisher special presentation coming up, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 in development, and a confirmed Season 3 afterward, all taking place in New York, it would make perfect sense for these heroes to finally interact again. If Daredevil does appear, even if it's just a quick cameo, it would feel right at home in the story. And honestly, at this point, I'd be more surprised if he didn't show up. But the Daredevil rumor isn't the last surprise, because the leaks also mention what we could see after the credits roll. The rumor claims that the first trailer for Avengers Doomsday might actually debut as one of Brand New Day's post-credit scenes. Now, personally, I'm not fully buying that. Why? Because insider Daniel RPK recently reported that the first Avengers Doomsday trailer will be attached to Avatar Fire and Ash, meaning it'll premiere in theaters before that movie and release online soon after. So including the trailer again months later in Brand New Day probably doesn't make marketing sense. What feels more likely is another tease, maybe a Venom symbiote moment or even a mysterious shot of a green cloak in the shadows with Tom Holland whispering Mr. Stark, something subtle but powerful. Of course, there's also the chance that Sam Wilson shows up again, either mid-credits or at the very end, continuing his attempt to recruit Spider-Man. But the big visual, the planet in the sky, that's the money shot that sets everything in motion. So yeah, as wild as these rumors sound, it actually fits perfectly with what Marvel's been building. Multiple universes colliding, Doom's magic tech army, Daredevil's return, and Spider-Man standing right at the center of it all. If this leak turns out to be true, Brand New Day won't just be another Spider-Man movie, it'll be the opening chapter of Avengers Doomsday. But as always, take it with a grain of salt, it's still just a rumor. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Daredevil's really going to appear in Brand New Day? And what do you think that planet in the sky represents? Doom, Earth 838, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my latest videos, theories, updates, and leaks. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.